What is up, guys? Mounty here from MauGT, back again with another video. There's not going to be any super long intro to this one. You've already seen the title. We're going to jump right into it. This is me unboxing my brand new Google Pixel Watch 2. Let's go ahead and jump right in. Alright, you guys. So like I said, this is me unboxing the Pixel Watch 2, and I also have the fabric. I can't remember what the name of this what the name of this color is, but we also have this fabric Pixel Watch band. So we've got the top-down shot for you guys. I have this really cool table mount that I have my Lumix S5 mounted on, so we're recording on that. And yeah, so I've been waiting for this for a really long time. I've been rocking the Fossil Gen 5 smartwatch for a couple years now. This watch runs Wear OS 2.0 and has stopped getting updates. A lot of the original functionality doesn't work. So I've been really looking forward to getting the Pixel Watch. When the first gen came out, I wasn't really in a position to get it, and I'm not like some huge YouTuber or tech reviewer, so obviously I couldn't just secure a review unit. But here we are with the second gen of the Pixel Watch. They've made some improvements, made some changes. I saved up enough money to buy myself one, and here we are. So we're going to go ahead and open it. Now, I was originally thinking that I would open the watch band first and then open the watch, but I think what we'll do is we'll open the watch and then we'll put it on the charger just for a little bit so we can mess around with it, and while we're charging it, we'll take a closer look at the watch band. So let's move the watch band out of the way for right now, and let's take a look at the Pixel Watch 2. I'm super excited for this. So let's just take a quick look around the box. So we have Pixel Watch 2 up front with Fitbit. Now this is one thing I'm a little bit nervous about because I use Google Fit for everything. I've been using Google Fit for years, and I'm a little bit nervous about getting used to using Fitbit. I've heard mixed feelings about the Fitbit integration with the Pixel Watch, so we'll see how that goes for me. But yeah, so Google Pixel Watch 2 with Fitbit. On the right side, we just have a plain Google logo. On the back here, we have some information about the watch. So it just tells you what's included, tells you a little bit about what color you got. So I got the matte black option with the Obsidian active band. This is the Bluetooth only model, not the LTE one, just because one, I'm still on my parents' phone plan, so I wouldn't be the one paying for an additional line for the watch. And two, I just don't really feel like I need cellular connection on my smartwatch. So no LTE version here for me, just the regular Bluetooth version. On the left side of the box here, we just have Wear OS by Google, as well as this command, which I will not say because I have a smart speaker in this room. And on the bottom, I will cover this up, but on the bottom you have IMEI information and then FCC ID and just a couple of other things about the watch. So let's see here. So on the bottom here we also have a little, I don't know if you guys can see that, in the top right corner we have a little pull tab. So I'm just going to go ahead and pull that tab if I can get to it. Not really the most satisfying pull there. Let's see if I can just kind of... Alright, so yeah, pulled that off, and then we slide this out and we are presented with a clean white box. Nothing else to do with this. So we've got this, and then I think this just, yep, oh wait, oh, it kind of opens like a book sort of. It kind of wants to, oh shoot, okay, I might be opening this upside down, I can't tell. How does this, oh, that's super cool. Okay, so the way you do it is you set it down like this, and then the packaging kind of opens up like a book. That's super dope, I like that a lot. So front and center we have the Pixel Watch. I'm so excited. I've seen the original Pixel Watch in stores, and it looks pretty much exactly the same as the Pixel Watch 2. The Pixel Watch 2 and the first gen Pixel Watch have almost the same design with a few changes here and there. But yeah, I've seen this thing in stores so many times, and I'm so excited to finally have my own. So we have the Pixel Watch front and center. We're going to leave that alone. We're going to save best for last for right now. Let's go ahead and take a look at, well, first we'll take a look at the charger, because this has been something kind of controversial. So we lift this up and then we slide this out. So this has been something that's been kind of controversial with, I wouldn't necessarily say initial reviews, because reviews of this watch just dropped today, the day that I'm recording this, and hopefully the day that I'm uploading this. I plan to upload this, I plan to record, edit, and upload this video. Sorry, let me get this out. I plan to record, edit, and upload this video all on the same day. But something that a lot of people have been talking about is this new charger for the Pixel Watch 2. So as you can see, it's a puck design, but it has these 4 pins that interface with what you'll see, the 4 pins on the back of the watch. Now the first gen Pixel Watch just used a flat magnetic puck, and it was a wireless charging system. It wasn't Qi wireless charging, but it was wireless charging. And so some people think that going from that wireless charging system to this pin system is a downgrade. I kind of maybe share the same thoughts. Like I said, I'm using the Fossil Gen 5, and even Fossil's current smartwatches, I believe, use the same kind of pin charging system. Now, it's not exactly the same as this one, but I've had a lot of issues lately charging my watch because the pins aren't making the perfect contact with the rings on the back of the watch, and it's a whole mess. And this is also apparently very similar to a charging system that's being used on other Fitbit devices, and some people have been talking about the issues that they've been facing with those pins. So that's definitely something I'm going to be testing out just to see if that really is a problem or not. I personally would have preferred normal wireless charging, so that way I can charge it on any wireless charging pad as well as on the back of my Pixel 6, but we have this 4-pin charging puck design, and it is terminated by a USB-C connector. So I have plenty of USB-C power adapters because that's literally everything I own now at this point is USB-C, so that won't be a problem for me at all. Over here on the right side, we have our watch band. I believe there should be, okay, I think the other end of the watch band is connected to the watch itself at the moment. But here we have the Obsidian, I believe is the name of this color, the Obsidian watch band. This is the large, as indicated by the L. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm looking at like my computer screen because my camera is connected to my computer screen, but the quality isn't the best, so I think you guys can see that L. Then you have the connector here that just connects to the back of the watch, or the top side, whatever, of the watch. So now we can finally take a look at the watch itself. So we just pull this out here, if I can get it out. Oh, okay, I see. So the watch comes with, I guess, either small or medium of like the watch band installed, and then you can swap it out depending on if the size is too big or too small for your wrist. So I'll be quiet here while I peel off this wrap. And here we have the Google Pixel Watch 2. Wow. You guys have no idea how excited I am. Super, super, super excited for this. So let's go ahead and kind of unwrap the watch band here. So right away I feel like this might be a little bit small, so I may have to swap it out for the large one. But so this is what I was talking about. So here you can see on the back of the watch you have these 4 pins, and let me see if I can, I've got a microfiber cloth right here just for the occasion. Kind of wipe this down. So there's actually already a pretty sizable scratch on the bottom of my Pixel Watch 2. I don't know if you guys can see that. There's tiny little, not even tiny, there's a decent sized scratch going across the bottom of my watch, and I didn't take this thing. Oh wait, no, it's rubbing off. It looked like a scratch. I was really concerned because this thing is brand new. I didn't take it out of the box before showing it to you guys, just to like look at it myself. This is my initial impressions of everything. So yeah, it literally just rubbed off. I was really concerned for a second. But here you can see on the back you have those 4 pins that will interface with these 4 pins. So you kind of can't just put it on any way you want. You kind of have to let the magnets guide you, which mine aren't even, doesn't even want to work for me. Okay, so it looks like it only goes on to the, like towards the, like with the cable pointed towards the crown. So that's the only way you can put the charger on, which is interesting. I don't think I quite like that. because it means you can't place the charger any way you want. It has to be a specific way. We'll see how that goes, but yeah, that's the charging situation for that. Here is the watch again. So here we have the face of the watch. On the right side, we've got the crown, which I think is also doubling as the power button. I'm not 100% sure. And then we have our additional side button. We have what I believe is a microphone. On the back, you've got all of your sensors. You've got your heart rate sensors. There's a couple other new sensors that are here. You've got an EDA sensor, and then it also just gives you some information about the watch. It is IP68 dust and water resistant up to 50 meters. You've got sleep tracking, heart rate sensor, EDA, Google, and SpO2. So yeah, that is that. And then this is so it's using the same watch band mechanism as it was using last year. So you push down, and this is actually my first time trying it, so we'll see if I can get it first try. So you're supposed to push down this button and then slide the band over it. See if I can do that. Okay, yeah, that wasn't too bad. And I do plan to switch bands pretty often, so I'm planning on using this silicone band when I'm in the gym and working out. And then I plan to use the fabric band, which we'll take a look at in just a second, when I'm just wearing it around every day. So let's try it with the bottom one. Push that button in and slide it over, just like that. And then when you want to put the bands back on, you press it down with the band and slide over. So I'll say putting bands on is definitely much easier than taking bands off. Yeah, putting bands on is super easy. Taking bands off might be a bit of a struggle. But yeah, so that's everything that's in the box. I really, really think this packaging is super cool. I kind of want to keep it even though I have no use for it. And then under here we just have some documentation, quick start guide, telling you how everything works, how to do all that good stuff. Probably will never look at that stuff, but you know how it goes. So let's close up this box. Kind of move all of this other stuff out of the way. And we will take a look at our fabric watch band. Alright, so I've got the Pixel Watch 2 on the charger while we take a look at our watch band. So I don't think this will actually boot up. I would imagine it's just going to stay on this screen and maybe show like battery percentage. Question mark. Does it not have a battery? Whatever. While that thing figures itself out, we're going to take a look at the watch band. So this is the woven band in the bay color. So we're just going to go ahead and pull on this little pull tab. Hopefully I have more success with this one than I did with the one on the watch. Just like that. And we pull on this little cool strap here up top. And then pull this out, and we are presented with our watch band. So this one has kind of like a cool little clasp to it. I don't fully know how it works. Let's just lift this whole thing out, I guess. So we pull this out of here, just like so. And yeah, this is it. So I think, is it like magnetic or something, or how does this work? Okay, so it's just like a little clasp that clicks in and out. Looks like the watch is booting itself up, but yeah, that's the fabric band. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and swap out the silicone for, well actually before I do that, I guess I'll just take this off the charger momentarily. So I will be retiring this watch. Let me tell you, I've had so many problems with this watch over the past couple of weeks, and I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to thug it out. I'm literally getting a new watch very soon. I pre-ordered this, so I was able to get it the day that everyone else is getting theirs, and the day that like reviews are coming out and stuff, so I'm super excited about that. Ooh, it just made a little ding. So let's go ahead and put it on the wrist. Almost smacked it against the table, and with how fragile people say this design is, don't want to be doing that. Alright, so I think the included band is enough. This is kind of what it looks like on my wrist. A lot of people, like when the original one came out, a lot of people are like, wow, this watch is tiny. It's not too bad. I think the size is fine for me personally. And then first impressions of like how close it gets to the edges. I honestly don't think the bezel is going to bother me. Again, I've seen this watch in person at stores and stuff, and it hasn't, like, the bezels weren't really a problem for me. Let's see, like a slightly looser fit there. So yeah, that's not bad. I may switch to the larger one just for a little bit of extra range because I'm like right here on this last one. But yeah, so there's that. And then let's also try out, before we get into the pairing process, let's also snap on our fabric band. So I don't really think it matters how this goes on, but we're going to do, we're going to do like that and like that. Boom, there we go. And then I will unclasp this, kind of slide this back. And it seems like this is one size fits all, like there wasn't an additional size in there, so I'm really hoping this fits my wrist because it's looking a little small. Alright, we're good. I actually may have to tighten it up a little bit here. I'm trying so hard not to hit this thing because I don't want it to break after I literally just got it. Let's see here, see if I can adjust. Give me 1 second, see if I can adjust this strap a little bit. It's a little tough, but it does adjust. Alright, so I got the watch band adjusted and I've kind of cleared up the area a little bit. And we have our Pixel 6 here. Ring light's kind of kind of getting in the way there. Alright, cool. That works. So yeah, we have the watch on the wrist with the band. I like how that looks. Blue is my favorite color, so that's why I opted for that. So let's go ahead and select our language, English United States, and we have, it's just prompting us to download the Pixel Watch app. Now I thought that it would work with fast pair, so basically all I would need to do is just hold my phone near the watch and it would just pop up, but it appears that is not the case. So let's go ahead and open up the watch app. Set up your new watch. We'll hit continue on that. I agree. Allow. And there it is, Google Pixel Watch 2 1YMZ. That's me. And it is starting pairing. That is the correct code. I will check that just in case it needs it. It's going through the connection process. And now it says continue on phone. So we will continue on our phone. Alright guys, so something a little bit weird happened. So when it was showing the that screen where it was like connecting to your watch, this may take a moment, it told me that it couldn't connect to the watch and that I needed to reset the watch. Kind of weird considering, again, this is the first time I've ever setting it up. So I held down the crown to restart the watch and it restarted and then it said erasing. So I'm assuming it automatically knew that it needed to do some sort of reset process. So I'm agreeing to the terms of service here again and waiting for the watch to restart, and hopefully we don't have any issues like that. So I'm gonna wait for this thing to boot back up and we'll see how that goes. Alright, so we're back. I actually was able to do the fast pair setup. So it says Google Pixel Watch 2 set up this device, so I'm gonna go ahead and hit connect and we'll see if maybe the setup process will be smoother this way. Alright, so it's asking me to confirm the PIN again, so we'll hit confirm. It automatically opened the watch app, so I'm going to agree to all those terms. Now it's doing the connecting to your watch again. Hopefully it'll actually go through this time. Alright, it says continue on phone on the watch screen. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to go ahead and sign into my Google account. Things are moving much smoother now. I was definitely a little concerned. I was a little bit worried because the watch the watch is supposed to deliver for most people tomorrow, and mine arrived a day early. I know a couple of other people on the Google Pixel Watch Reddit also received their devices early. So I was a little bit worried that in receiving my watch early that the software wouldn't be fully finalized. And it is possible that that is still the case. I may still get some updates that will improve the experience over time. So I know one thing for sure is that battery life is not supposed to be good straight out of the gate, and there may be some other issues that will hopefully be fixed by an update, but we'll have to wait and see what happens. Alright, so now it's asking if I want to copy my Google accounts to my watch, so I'm going to hit copy. Let me just make sure it's not going to actually show the Google accounts. Okay, so I just scanned my fingerprint and hit copy, and now it says signing in. Could take about a minute. My Wi-Fi situation is not ideal, so I'm here in my college apartment, and the Wi-Fi situation is not ideal. So it's possible that some of these things would be happening faster on a better Wi-Fi network, but that's just kind of the hand I've been dealt. Alright, so it says it's now preparing apps and services. Still just says continue on phone on the watch. Alright, we have some additional legal terms and disclosures. Going to accept them because what else am I going to do? Now it's just connecting, I suppose, to some Google services. This is exciting. I haven't had a new smartwatch in a while, and even when I got the Gen 5, that watch was not new at the time. It had already been out for a little bit. This is one of the first times I've ever gotten like a super brand new piece of hardware. It's really rare for me. So learn how to switch bands. I already know how to do that, but I guess we'll just go ahead and hit next. Remove the band. Yep. Same deal. Kind of how I already showed you guys how to do it. So I am going to have my watch on my right wrist, but I want the crown on the right side. That's just how I like it, so we'll hit continue. And I am right-handed. A lot of right-handed people will wear their watches on their left wrist. That is not the case for me. So we'll go ahead and hit continue for the Fitbit screen. Just kind of gives us a walkthrough of, I'm just going to set this to the side so I don't have to hold it up. Kind of just gives us a walkthrough of what to expect. So we'll hit next. Taking charge of our health. So we have blood oxygen, skin temperature, and more. So yeah, this does have a new skin temperature sensor, which is pretty cool. Deeper sleep and stress insights. New CEA sensor. So I think that'll actually be really interesting for me as a college student who already gets iffy sleep. It'll be interesting to look at the sleep and stress scores that the watch gives me and use that to see if I can actually make some changes in my life. So we'll see how that goes. That should be interesting. So I did already install the Fitbit app, so we're just going to go ahead and hit open Fitbit, and we're going to do sign in with Google. We'll continue as myself. You haven't moved your Fitbit to your Google account. I guess... So I did create a Fitbit account like a while ago in preparation for this watch. So I guess I need to convert my Fitbit account to a Google account, which I did not know that I hadn't done already. So I guess we'll just go through the process of doing that real quick. So this actually may be the case for some people who have already had Fitbit devices or already had a Fitbit account and haven't gone through this process yet. So I guess this will be somewhat informative for those people. Alright guys, so if you'll notice, based on the time on my phone, it has been a few hours, and a couple things have happened. So I did get the watch fully set up. Unfortunately, my camera died in the middle of me going through the UI and like the little tutorial that the watch does when you set it up. So unfortunately, I couldn't show you guys that. But I did get the watch fully set up. Everything is set up from Google Pay to, well, not fully set up. Google Pay is set up, my watch face, and all my data is synced over, obviously. The only thing that I was not able to set up is Fitbit. Now, the reason why I wasn't able to set up Fitbit is, I guess, because a bunch of people are receiving their Pixel Watch 2s early, and people are trying to sign into the... Sorry, let me wipe off my phone screen here. I just noticed how smudgy it is. So I'm assuming that because everyone is trying to set up their watches a couple days early, that, I don't know, I guess Fitbit is having some issues. Basically, I called Fitbit. I was like, hey, I can't log into my Fitbit account. It's just frozen. I really want to set up my watch. What's happening, you guys? And they told me that it's a known issue. Fitbit's servers are down, I guess, so everyone is having syncing issues, and it just so happens that because I never even got the chance to convert my Fitbit account to a Google account, I can't even set up Fitbit on the watch. So, I mean, I can show you guys what happens when I try to sign into the Fitbit app. Basically, I put in my username and password. It'd be crazy if this just works on camera. But basically, this is what happens. It just hangs. It will do the little Fitbit loading icon, and then in a couple of seconds or minutes, whatever, it'll just be like Fitbit, something like servers are down or something like that. So the Fitbit app is non-functional at the moment, which means Fitbit is non-functional, which means everything that works off of Fitbit on this watch, meaning sleep tracking, activity tracking, basically everything related to fitness features on the Pixel Watch are basically dead in the water. The only thing it can do is count my steps and count my heart rate, which I feel like is kind of high at the moment, but whatever. Anyways, so I wasn't able to get Fitbit set up, but everything else is working just fine. The watch feels nice and snappy. Don't know why it's doing that. Yeah, the watch feels nice and snappy. Everything feels good. I haven't had any issues whatsoever. Do not disturb sync works pretty nicely. I know that was like a new feature, but it's mostly like a software thing. They finally have do not disturb sync built into the watch, which is kind of crazy to think that that wasn't on first gen. I mean, everything else is good. The watch, again, super snappy. Haven't really had any hang-ups or anything. It was a little bit sluggish when I first set things up, but now zero issues at all. So yeah, this is the Pixel Watch 2. Hopefully I can get Fitbit set up before the end of the night, before I go to bed, so I can do some sleep tracking. Hopefully that would be really, really nice. I'd really like to do that, but it just depends on if Fitbit can get their stuff together.
What's up, guys? Quick little interjection. So I was able to get Fitbit set up on the Pixel Watch 2. Fitbit was able to solve their network and server issues a couple hours after I finished filming the video. So I was able to get everything fully set up. So I was actually able to do sleep tracking last night before I went to bed, or I guess while I was asleep. And I was able to do some gym tracking this morning. So I can show you guys real quick. So I have the sleep tracking tile here. So basically I just swiped over from my home page twice, which is where I have my sleep tracking tile. So if I tap on that, you can see, brings me into my sleep session from last night. I didn't get a sleep score, it said, because there wasn't enough good sleep data. But yeah, 6 hours and 39 minutes, not my best sleep ever, but this is the sleep session that I had last night. Shows me all my different sleep stages and stuff. Sleep tracking seems to be working fairly well, so I'm excited to keep exploring that. The fitness tracking that I did at the gym, it was just like a strength training workout, just like basic calories and heartbeat and all that good stuff. So all that seems to be working really well. Seems to be syncing between the phone and the watch pretty quickly, which is one gripe I had about previous versions of Wear OS. Syncing on Google Fit wasn't exactly the best experience. So I was a little bit nervous to start using Fitbit, but so far, first impressions, everything seems to be working pretty smoothly. So I mentioned this a little bit later in the video, but stay tuned for the full review. That's where I'll be going further in depth with all the Fitbit features, all the features of the watch, and my overall experience with everything. Another quick first impression thing, battery life so far has also been pretty decent. I have every single feature turned on, so that's raise to wake, always on display, and touch to wake as well. So I have all three of those turned on. Battery life hasn't been terrible. It definitely hasn't been the 24-hour battery life, but that's advertised to be with just always on display and no raise to wake. So yeah, we'll dive into all that in the full review, but for now, just enjoy the rest of this video.
I was hoping to upload this video the day that I record it. It's already 7:13, which feels pretty late, so I may just upload this video the next day, and hopefully by then the issue will be fixed, and I'll add a little note in the video or in the description or something. But yeah, full review on the Pixel Watch 2 coming very soon. I have to test out battery, all the fitness features once Fitbit actually starts working, comfort, notifications, haptics, user experience, all that good stuff. We'll also, take a closer look at the app, all the things you can do with the app, which is kind of just adjusting all the settings that you could adjust on your phone or on the watch, but on your phone. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Just wanted to show you guys the watch. I was really excited about it. The setup experience wasn't the smoothest, which definitely discouraged me a little bit, but I think this is an experience that I'm going to enjoy, and I'm looking forward to testing it and just using it on a daily basis and telling you guys about the experience. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe. Stay tuned for the full review on this watch, and if there's anything specific you guys want to see, let me know down in the comment section below, and I will do my best to fulfill those requests. Other than that, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will see you in the next one. Peace.